Okay. So today I just want us to look at a few things, colleagues. So just as starters, hope you colleagues are well. I hope you had a good weekend. Um, and I hope that you guys, all of you guys, managed to do your submissions as as proposed, because I have to send in a report. So I'll be sending in a report tomorrow, then showing who submitted and who didn't. So let's hope that you guys are done with your submissions, especially regarding your formative. And then on that note, um, my technical reports, I hope they are done. And I heard that there are some people that had some questions yesterday that wanted to ask about those questions there. So if you had a question, can you please ask that question now so that we can address that? Any question? Guys, do you have any questions or you don't have any questions? Because if you do not ask any questions, I assume that everyone else is fine, and then I assume that you guys did the right thing. That is the assumption that I'm willing to go on. So if we do not ask any questions, I will assume that. And I don't like working with assumptions. So do you have any questions regarding your assignments? So, okay. So now let me do this. This is my presumption because you guys are not asking any questions. So I'm going to presume that one, you are finishing up your formative. Two, you've got a working document in terms of your technical report. You've got a separate document on your own that you have that you're going to submit as other. Remember, you've got that other part where you can submit additional things. Like as much as there's that question that says create a technical report, you're supposed to have that technical report in Word as a Word document. You're supposed to have it somewhere. So I hope it is there. And then besides that, I also assume that you guys have got my presentation, of which is why, which is today, basically, I want us to talk about that presentation. So as I said, that today I'm just going to have a couple of you guys doing a bunch of presentations. And if like what I'm gonna do is I'm going to be noting down the people that are willing and not willing. I'm going to note them down, and then I'm going to send that report. That is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be sending a report because this is part of that particular report that we have. So now, can I start with the presentations? Are you guys ready? Yes, I think. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to choose anyone then. I'm playing Lotto. Thokozile Mbele, I'm starting with you. Can you show us your presentation? Can you tell us what is it that you wrote about? Just give me an explanation of your report and give me a sample. Show me a sample. And then if ever there's anything that I need to correct you, I'll do that. Thokozile Mbele. Guys, wasting time. Come on. Okay. Thokozile Mbele. Non-participant. Okay, next one. I'm gonna go with Yolanda. Yolanda Matano. Spesihle Mantese. Mantese. Edgar.
Afternoon, sir.
Edgar. Afternoon.
Yeah, hi, sir. Mr. TC. You know,
Hi, Edgar. How are you?
You can hear me, sir. Yeah.
Yes, Edgar. I can hear you.
Oh, yes, sir. I have a problem here, sir. My laptop went off. I'm using a different one.
Yes, I can hear you.
I'm saying my laptop went off.
Uh,
I'm using a different one.
Okay. Is your presentation?
It's on that other laptop. I can send it for you maybe.
Okay. Do you have your presentation there or not?
No, not on this one. I don't have it on this one, sir.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, but I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you once, and then I get it on. Because another one is load shading and all, and then some of the things in
Yeah,
it.
I heard you.
Yeah?
Lisa, Koto. Okay. Now I hear you. I hear you. Lisa. Okay. Tabang September. Tabang September. Masle. You guys are grown-ups. And it's annoying, like having to deal with grown-ups that do not want to do their work. You're supposed just to do a tiny presentation, and yet you do not want to do that presentation. And like it's not fair. Like you have got all that time for you guys to go through your work, but now when you're being asked or you're being tasked to do something, yet you do not want to do anything. So now it actually makes me wonder, like, are you in class even? Like the people that I have mentioned here, are they in class? Because now, except for Edgar, now everyone that I have mentioned here today, I'm literally gonna have you marked absent, whether you're present here or not, but I'm gonna have you marked absent. Because whenever I mention your name, you do not even acknowledge that your name is being raised. So technically you're not here. So that's what it's going to be. So everyone that I've mentioned and that I'm going to mention going forward, if you do not respond or say anything, you are absent, you're not in class. I hope you understand that. And Miss A is here today. Miss A is here today. So I'm saying this for also Miss A's attention. If you do not respond to me hailing you, you are not in class. Okay, so I'll proceed to the next person here. Wesley?
Yes, sir.
Hi, Wesley.
Hello, sir.
I'm good, Wesley. How are you? Wesley, I'm waiting. We're talking about your presentation that you're supposed to make today. Can I see your presentation?
Just a minute. I'm looking for sharing screen.
Okay.
Can you see my screen, sir?
It's changing. Yes, I can see your screen, Wesley.
Just a minute, just a minute.
Okay.
So, sir, my presentation today will be about climate change, sir.
Okay.
So, sir, as we know,
So, just
in the world
just
that
one
we live
second,
in
Wesley.
today, climate change is a big factor of the surroundings and the environmental health issues and what so on. So today I'll be actually reporting about climate change
Okay.
that I've collected. So going to my summaries here. Our summary says this report will be focused on the effect and effect of the changing weather in the world. As we know and as we see now, so the weather is changing and also the world is changing. So factors are surrounding us actually are actually so you understand, sir. Sir,
Yeah, I can hear you, Wesley.
hello.
I can hear you. Wesley.
Can anybody hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Sir, can you
Wait,
hear me?
Wesley, go ahead. We can hear you. Okay. Wesley seems to be struggling with his network. Then I guess we can come back to him a little bit later. For now, let's look at someone else while he's busy there. Then let me look at um, Marcia.
Sir,
Wesley?
hello. Hello.
Wesley, we can hear you.
Sir,
Okay.
you are breaking on my side. You are breaking on my side. Like I can't hear nothing, sir.
Wesley, we can hear you. Can you just carry on with what you're saying, and then, but we can hear you even if we're breaking. I think it's a network on your side there. We can hear you.
Can you hear me now, sir?
Yeah, yeah. You know what? Just switch off your camera and just do your presentation. Yeah.
Okay, let me do so. So just
Yeah. See, your camera is off already, so it's fine. Oh yeah, switch it off. Okay, then do your presentation.
yes. So as we see here, I have a picture of a car in a flood. So my summary is like summarizing the effect and how will I be conducting this presentation, sir.
Okay.
So my summary, like I have like some points that has to be summarized in going to the introduction. The introduction says having to make or conduct this research is to improve the quality of the report. So actually my report is a research based report. So uh, as we
Okay, so
can see,
your technical report is based on research.
yes.
Okay.
So as we can see the picture here of smoke coming out of a power station. So my introduction says uh, there are there are many reasons why people experience what we call climate change factors, like burning of coal, greenhouse effect, other species getting extinct, and more. So in this research, I'll be gathering the types of contributions that contribute to climate change and what makes the world, the weather actually change in the world. So there by the second last bullet, I said by reducing the amount of greenhouse gases by uh, by at least 20%, this could lead to much healthier world to live in, to a much healthier world to live in. So here's my body. I'm not sure if it's like it's long enough or something. So
Yeah, it's visible. You can see.
it says climate change refers to a long-term shift in temperature and patterns. Such shift can be shift naturally that can be natural due to changes in sun's activity or large volcanic eruptions. These are many causes and effects of climate change. This like things like things like burning fossil fuel, coal, oil, and gas. By far, by far, these are the largest contributors to global greenhouse gases emissions and nearly 90% of carbon dioxide emissions. Yes, coming here. Transportation also plays a major role in climate change. Most vehicles use fossil fuels and contribute to the force of climate change. Road vehicles account for the largest part due to the combustions and or combustions of petroleum-based products like gasoline uh, and combustion engines. Transport according Transport account for nearly one quarter of the global energy related carbon dioxide emissions. So this is the research that I collected. Here are some effects of climate change. Hot temperatures, nearly all land areas are seeing more hot days and heat waves. wildfires start more easily and spread more rapidly when conditions are hotter. High temperatures increase heat-related illnesses and make working outdoors much more difficult. So that's my body, and is that's about it.
Okay.
Sir,
Can,
I was struggling here, sir. I was struggling about the referencing and stuff. So
okay, I know, no, that's not a problem. Like, in your Word, you prepared a Word document for this, ne?
no, sir, I don't have it. I didn't do it like with words. I'm gonna do it now.
Yes, please do that on Word. So I need a proper Word document that is a report. So you see, like the same structure that you have on your PowerPoint presentation. I need a Word presentation of that you are going to do, and then you are going to that you are going to do and compile, and you are going to also upload, including
Oh, so
that presentation.
the words I'm gonna submit, sir.
Yeah, you are going to submit. So, like, remember, there is that other part where Mr. Spinello created for submission of additional information and stuff. So you are going to submit that Word document there. Please submit that Word document on that. Ne? And thank you a lot, Wesley, for that. And on your Word document, that's where you're going to do all your references and things like that. And remember, as long as you're working with data, all that that data that you have, it's coming from somewhere, especially those things that you wrote about. When you say something like 20%, if you reduce climate change by 20%, it came from somewhere. So we need to know where that comes from, who said it. We need to be able to validate that information. So just have the document ready with references or bibliography on all that information. And thank you a lot. So if you have any questions, you can always just contact me, and then we can fix that.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Now, the next person I said, Marcia. Now, Marcia, can we hear your presentation? Can we see your presentation? Marcia, I'm marking you absent because you didn't respond. As I said, that you're going to be marked absent if you're not responding. So, Matome, please go ahead.
Hello. Sir. Sir,
Yes,
can you hear me?
yes. How, Marcia? How are you?
I'm good, and you?
Yes.
Sorry,
You're next.
yes, I'm so sorry. I was disturbed by network. I didn't hear
Oh,
you.
okay.
Yeah.
So, do you have the presentation ready?
Yes, I have some.
Something.
Mm.
Can I see that something, please? Okay, so you're just gonna show me for like 2 minutes so that we can move on to someone else, because I just
Okay.
need to do a bit of correction and stuff.
Okay, no problem. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, it's showing now.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a technical report.
Yes. Let me go to up. Yeah, we started here.
Okay, scroll up. Okay, just can you just give me a thingy, a heads up what your technical report is based on?
Okay. My technical report, it was on the overtime for IT technician,
Okay,
where they have to report it to the HR why they have to demand for overtime. So I write a report which I have to show to the HR what the reason behind for us wanting overtime.
okay,
So it was written as the purpose, the introduction, and then I come to the purpose of the day, which was the outline, the summarize of the overtime performed by us, information
okay,
technology, for the month of April 2023.
okay,
And then on the background, it was the facility where they express a downtime for network that it requires us as IT department to restore network service for the hospital.
okay. So technically, it's a technical report based on you guys explaining as to why you have to work extra, like as to why you worked extra time and why you're
Yeah,
demanding for that. Okay.
yeah, yes. So on our finding, like here is the table, if you can see it.
Yes, I can see that.
Yes, our finding we wrote like everything, what happened, the date and the survey, and which the site was affected, and the cause of everything.
Okay. All right.
If
All
you
right.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. That I'll just comment to about your thingy sometime, and then yeah, I'll just look at your report, and then if you upload it, then I'm going to write some comments and tell you where to fix and stuff like that. So I'm just going to write some
Okay.
comments on your. Please upload that Word document so that I can comment on it, so that you can fix wherever I put the comments.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Thank you, Marcia. Matome. Matome, he asked to be next. Oh, okay.
Oh, so can you see my screen?
Yes, we can. Thank you.
Let me do like this. Oh, my network is a bit slow. No, please be patient.
Okay.
Okay, my my report will be based on a proposal report. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Sam. Please go ahead.
Okay. Basically, it's a proposal to open an online store, which is a second-hand store where we sell second-hand clothes.
Okay.
And move to the second page. Okay, the summary here. I will outline the plan to establish an online thrift store. The purpose of this is to sell affordable, high quality clothes to people at their own comfort, where they don't have to move out of their houses. So like, oh, I'm not sure if I'm making sense. Oh, so I'm nervous a bit, cause okay. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you, Wesley. Sorry, I can hear you, Matome.
Okay, this proposal will point out the concept, market research, and operational plan and financial target for the thrift store. Then the introduction, a thrift store is a retail establishment that sells second-hand clothes. This allows people to buy high-quality clothes at a reduced price.
Okay.
Thrift store plays an important role in reducing waste and promoting reuse.
Okay.
Wait, can I fix this? Okay, market search or analysis. While I was conducting a search to ensure the potential and the success of the store, conducting a research is important to ensure the potential and the success of the store. Conduct a survey to see the potential. Look at existing thrift stores to see what they sell and how they do their prices. Create a customer base.
Okay.
Then operational plan. Operational plan logistics. We can use Pexi to deliver to our customers. Customer service. We can use a cell phone to respond to customers' payment process. We can give our customer a number to use as a reference.
Yes.
As a reference when they are paying. For marketing and promoting the shop, we can try to create a relationship with fashion events and shopping center where we can set up stalls. For example, during month ends, we can set up a stall where people who like fashion come together. Then that's where we can sell, and I think that's where we can sell more clothes than during the month.
Yeah.
And during events where we can network and can meet new people who can give you new ideas how to make your shop better.
Okay.
Now, so with the conclusion, I haven't wrote my conclusion because the last time you said our conclusion should be the most important part, because how you sign out is the way that you'll be remembered.
Yeah.
You can't just say thank you. So I was still thinking about the unique way to sign out.
Okay. Okay. All right. And please, remember also you need to prepare a Word document based on this. And I also need references where you got some of the information from, which other organizations. This is your market analysis. You did a market analysis. So your market analysis is basically technical because you still have to go back to those other shops that are already operating these thrift shops. And then from there, and then you get their understanding. So which means you need to do a case study, and then their case study has to be referenced. So I need to see that also.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So and thank you. Remember also your intro, you need to finish with your entire presentation before also you do your intro. So your intro and your conclusion have to be similar. Like your intro, remember you're introducing the points, and then you can't have the points until you have written the entire body. So which means you need to go back to your intro and add more flesh into your introduction also as well.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, next one is going to be Wanga, sorry, Wanga. Wanga.
Mr. TC,
Yes, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. And how are you, sir?
I'm good, Wanga, I'm good. Yeah, so we're doing
Sir,
presentations.
sir, can I do mine tomorrow, sir? I'm prepared. I'm sorry, sir.
You're not prepared.
Yes, sir.
Can you explain to me as to why you're not prepared, Wanga? What happened?
I was not sure what was gonna be presented, sir. That's why.
You were not sure. So how many classes did you miss?
I thought like I didn't miss classes, sir. Like I thought we're going to present the one that is on formative one. I thought it was on summative. The one that says prepare and organize material. It's unit standard 13925.
The last one.
Like you know that question, those two questions, the one that has 10 marks and the other one has I think it's 20 or 25 marks, that says prepare and organize presentation material.
But
and the other
Wanga, like on Friday, I say to you, actually not just Friday, I think I said this on Wednesday, I said it on Friday, that on Monday you guys are going to present your findings in terms of your technical reports. So I need to hear and see your technical reports. I need to see those things. So that's what I had said. But anyway, it's okay. I hear you. And then I'm going to note it down here. I've noted it down. Thank you for responding. And then we'll talk. We'll talk. I just noted it down. So we'll talk. And can I have Busisiwe? Busisiwe? Guys, listen, I say that if you don't respond to me, my assumption is you're not in class. You just logged in and you went away. So technically, that is marked as an absent today. So, Busi, are you here or not? Okay, I'm moving on. Next is going to be Pascalina.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hi, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Pascalina. Thank you.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Oh, okay. So what I have here is a recruitment project based on a company that I created. It's called Skylight Pty Ltd. The main purpose of this report is to give a detailed layout of the recruitment status for the first quarter of 2023 for Skylight, which prides itself in providing quality IT resources to meet client expectations and requirements. It is important that we keep track of everything to measure the successes of the company, hence bringing forth the need for the report. We'll be highlighting the number of candidates that have been screened, marketed off to the client, and those that have managed to secure placement to the client. And we will also be motivating on why an applicant tracking system is beneficial for the company. So if you're wondering who and what Skylight is all about, Skylight is a resourcing house primarily focused on supplying clients in various industries with quality top-tier candidates with expertise within the ICT domain. We believe that technology is the lifeline of every business in the modern age, and we aim to connect business and customers all across industries to innovative software technology development and solution. So whether you need to complement your self-composition or ease the pressure and share the load, our tailored approach is aimed at meeting your needs. So knowing your digital capabilities has an essential, okay, sorry about that. So knowing the digital capabilities of your organization is essential to understanding where you need to go. Our comprehensive consulting engagement helps you to bridge the gap. So our professional expertise composition includes of your user experience designers, user interface designers, DevOps engineers, and customer experience designers who are experienced in helping companies take advantage of the latest digital technologies to differentiate themselves to their customers and to also disrupt the competitive market. We specialize in supplying IT specialists within your software development, enterprise web application development, enterprise modernization of legacy applications, cross-platform mobile application development, web and mobile UI or UX design, automated and performance testing, front ends, and WordPress development, hosting and maintenance support. So this is one of the specs of the number of candidates that have been pushed forward in response to the software engineer job spec. So we have 30 candidates, and some of the responsibilities that were listed within the job spec is that the candidates needed to, okay, so the responsibilities include gathering user requirements, defining system functionality, and writing code in various languages like your Java, Ruby, and they need to execute the full software development life cycle, which is also known as the SDLC, and they need to write well-designed testable codes. There's another job spec that we responded to. It's the UI UX designer job spec. And moving to what the recommendations that we have for Skylight, as that Skylight should look into implementing applicant tracking software or applications to help them streamline the number of candidates they have within their database, to help format CV and resumes into a standard template, to help them to get more qualified candidates easily. And it also reduces the amount of time spent on screening candidates, which then makes reporting and getting analytics easy. And it also makes the hiring process quite efficient. Yes, like I said, okay, so one might wonder what the future holds for Skylight and other recruitment companies with everything revolving around the changes in society and technology, not forgetting the diversity that we have as a country. One cannot help wonder what the future holds for recruitment companies. Well, the recruiting teams will be called on to develop new skills, master new metrics, and adopt new tools. Tech recruiters will take on visible strategic roles within the business. And there is a study which has been done around the field of recruitment, and they firmly predict that recruitment will be in more demand by 2025. The recruiters will be the ones that are being recruited, as the majority of them have other skills outside of recruitment. We've got Appendix B, which is an amplification of what we have just said here. I can take you there. So as we can see on this graph that we have, is that the demand for recruiters in 2020 was below 20%, but when we see the trend, but 2019 we had 63% demand for recruiters. And also on Appendix C, we have a graph there which states the number. Just a second. Okay, I'll go back to this one. So the recruitment will still yield good results, which have an impact on the business, which is what we saw on Appendix C, because there's a rise with recruiters keeping up with the rapid changes in hiring needs and them keeping up with the latest technologies within recruitment, and also them making business impact by 43% more. This is a study that was created by one of the top applicant tracking systems, which is LinkedIn. I am sure many of you are quite familiar with that. And with all of the above, we can therefore deduce that the future does look promising for all Skylight and other recruitment companies or resourcing houses. What stands between the success of these companies is them having the right, is them having access to the right tools, the resources, and intelligent staff members. Bearing in mind that intelligence is the ability to evolve and adapt to change, as per Stephen Hawking's words, it is important that we, together with Skylight, respond and adapt to changes, because today's problems cannot be fixed with yesterday's solutions. Remember, 80% of the work we do requires us to show up. Let us be consistent at that, and then the rest will follow. Let's show up, and that is it from me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pascalina. Thank you. That was interesting.
Okay, thanks.
So, I
Sorry
hope,
about it.
no stress. No stress. Thank you. That was comprehensive. I hope you have a Word document on that.
I will prepare it.
Thank you. Okay,
so
so prepare it and upload, and then I would like to look at it so that I can review, add some comments here and there, and then yeah. Thank you. Busi, you said that you're gonna go after Pascalina.
Yes, good day, everyone. Sorry, sir, for being late. I had problems with my network.
Okay, no problem. Please go ahead.
Can everyone see my screen?
Yes, we can.
All right. Okay, so my technical report is about building computer labs at a school.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, let me. Okay, this is my table of content, or rather my agenda.
Okay.
Okay, when we talk about a technical report, we are talking about a document, or rather documents, that can be used to describe order or the meeting or the process that will be used for the meeting, the progress of the meeting, or a technical scientific research problem. A technical report might include things like recommendations, research, and etc. So in my technical report regarding building labs, this is the infrastructure requirements. These are the infrastructure requirements, which will be space allocation that determines the available space for the computer lab, considering factors such as the number of users, the type of activities to be conducted, and the accessibility for individuals with disabilities. Electrical.
Sorry, we can't see your screen. Like, we can only see the introduction.
Can you see it now?
Yeah. Yeah, you're not moving with the thing.
All right, sir. Okay, the electrical system. that assesses the electrical requirements, including the number and location of power outlets, voltage capacity, and the backup power options like uninterruptible power supply, which is the UPS system. The HVAC system that evaluates the heating, ventilation, and air conditioning that needs to ensure a comfortable and optimal environment for the computer lab. Factors to consider including temperature control, air quality, and noise reduction. Moving on, I'm going to be talking about the equipment selection. Computers. We choose appropriate computer system based on the intended use of the lab, considering the factors such as processing power, memory, storage capacity, and graphics capabilities. Ensure capability with the software applications to be used. Peripherals. Select peripherals such as monitors, keyboards, mice, and headphones based on user requirements and ergonomic considerations. Opting for high quality, durable peripherals that provide a comfortable user experience. Networking equipment, which will be installed networking infrastructure, including routers, switches, and cabling to ensure reliable and high-speed connectivity between computers, considering features, capability, and security needs. Servers, to determine the need for servers based on the lab's requirements, choosing servers capable of hosting centralized resources, managing user accounts, and ensuring data security. Printers and scanners. We'll be installing printers and scanners suitable for the lab's printing and scanning needs, considering the factors such as printing speed, quality, and connectivity options. This one I'm not done with yet because I'm still waiting for the pictures from the people in our team.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Right.
you. Sorry?
No, sir, I'm not done.
Oh, sorry.
Lighting. Designing appropriate lighting arrangements to ensure comfortable visibility for lab users, considering a combination of neutral and artificial lighting, avoiding glare on computer screens. Ergonomics. Selecting ergonomics furniture such as adjustable chairs and desks to promote user comfort and minimize the risk of musculoskeletal disorders. Acoustics. Employing acoustic treatments to minimize noise disturbances within the lab. This may involve soundproofing, acoustic panels, or carpeting to reduce noise reflections. And I haven't put in enough information here yet. So should I skip this one or present the ones that I have?
Yeah.
Okay. We will be focusing on these areas, which is space planning. That will allocate sufficient space for the computer lab, considering the number of users, the type of activities to be conducted, and accessibility requirements. Infrastructure. The access and plan the necessary infrastructure requirements, including electrical systems, HVAC, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, and appropriate lighting. My conclusion will be a technical report. This one say I only wrote about a technical report, but I still have to erase it and write my summary about what I've written in my technical report. So can I please skip it?
Okay.
This will be the end of my technical report presentation.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Please prepare the Microsoft Word document on
Yes,
your
I'm on it.
Okay, thank you. So that,
Thank
and then
you,
you
sir.
upload that, and then I'm going to put comments on it. So
All right.
thank you so much. And you forgot a conclusion there, but yeah. But thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Next up is going to be, let me see. Oh yeah, by the way, there is this here saying that there's some people here that joined and then they don't write their names. So can you please, if you know that you joined here and then you didn't write your name, please log out, write your proper name and log in, because you'll be marked as absent because your name is not here. And so applies to everyone here that joined without their proper name. So please do that. Log out and log in with your proper name so that we can identify who you are. So next up is going to be Lerato.
Okay, I'm sharing my screen.
Yes, please.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, Lerato, I can see your screen.
Okay. So my technical report is based on an online website that I'm going to do for a listing shop.
Okay.
Okay, so the abstract. The online shopping is a web-based application intended for online retailers. The main objective of this application is to make it interactive and its ease of use. It would make searching, viewing, and selection of a product easier. It contains a sophisticated search engine for users to search for products specific to their needs. The search engine provides an easy and convenient way to search for products where a user can search for a product interactively, and the search engine would refine the products available based on the user's input. Okay. So the goal is to develop an easy-to-use web-based interface where users can search for products, view a complete description of the product, and order the product. A search engine that provides an easy and convenient way to search for the product specific to their needs. An Ajax-enabled website that's the latest Ajax controls, giving attractive and interactive look to the web pages and to prevent the annoying post box. Drag and drop features, which would allow the users to add a product to or remove a product from the shopping cart by dragging the product into the shopping cart or out of the shopping cart. A user can view complete specifications of the product along with various images and also view the customer reviews of the product. They can also write their own reviews. So the need of the application, the basic problem with the existing system are the non-interactive environments, the use of traditional user interfaces, and a search engine that would display the results without allowing the user to further filter the results based on various parameters. So the solution, the motive of this online shop web application is to allow the user to play with the search tools and to create different combination search criterion, make the application enabled to get make the application Ajax enabled to get rid of these unnecessary delays, provide interactive interface through which a user can interact with different areas, a search engine that provides an easy and convenient way to search for products, and provide a drag-drop feature, therefore allowing the user to add products or to remove products from the shopping cart. Okay, and the hardware specifications would be a processor P, RAM 250, a minimum space required 100 MB display, 16-bit color. And then software specification, okay, so the operation environment would be Windows 2000 from there. And then the platform framework would be Visual Studio's database, SQL, and Server 2005. And then system analysis. So this would be is like a summary of like when you're on the website, like how everything would be interconnected. So as you can see here,
it's a flow diagram.
Yeah, it's a flow diagram.
Okay.
And then the class diagram would be like a summary of how we would like when you were coding, right? So each would be a class for product, a class for image, an operating system, manufacturer, And there's also a flow diagram of how everything would be interconnected with each other.
Awesome.
So the user can be classified into two ways based on their knowledge of the product that suits their needs. They can be classified as users who know the product that would satisfy their needs, and users who have to figure out the product that would satisfy the needs. Users should be able to view the complete specifications of the products. The user should be able to read the customer reviews. The user should be to increase the ease of the user. The use of the user should be able to add the products to the shopping cart. User should be able to edit the contents on the shopping cart. The user should be able to update the quantities of the products. The user should be able to remove the products from the shopping cart by dragging the products and dropping them on the cart. So system feasibility. So economic feasibility of this. The project is economic feasibility as the only cost involved is having a computer with the minimum requirements mentioned earlier. For the user to access the application, the only cost involved will be getting access to the internet. Okay, so technical feasibility would be to deploy the application. The only technical aspects needed are the mentioned below: operation environment, Windows 2000, platform, .NET framework, database, SQL server, and the user will only need the internet to use the website. Behavioral feasibility. The application requires no special technical guidance, and all the views available in the application are self-explanatory. The user are well guided with warning failure messages for all actions taken. This is not like an example of like the online website would look like an Amazon one. Okay, shop product module. The module starts with the user visiting the home page or when the user searches for the product by entering a search item. The part of the application includes displays all the products that are available or the products that match the search item term entered by the user, like here. The product description. The module starts when the user visits the product description on the page. So when you click on the product, there'll be like a pop-up of the description of, like that explains what the name of the product, what it is, and any other specification. The shopping carts would be it would just be like a thing where you can just drag whatever you want and you can just add it on the shopping cart. And then here we have implementation. Database would be where we keep the data of like memory of what the user is using when the user's on the website. So we have the review here, the images, the product types, the manufacturers. So everything on the website.
So what you're simply saying is that this is a table that shows how if different tables interact according to your flow.
Yes. Okay, technical discussion. The products can be filtered based on various parameters like manufacturers, product types, operations, system support. Initially, it will decide to have the various list items predefined, but with time, new manufacturers and products could be added. So the value of the list of the manufacturers and product types are loaded dynamically by retrieving from the database. Okay, let's not get into that. Testing would just be like testing the website if it works. So software testing is the process of running with intent of finding errors in the software. Software testing assures the quality software and represents the final review and other phrases and other of software like specification design. So just like testing the website after it's done or throughout stages of development. Results and challenges. Compatibility with browsers such as Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer, sometimes your phone, because everyone's on their phone or tablets. Using a layer approach in developing the application, which would make the application maintainable. Learning new technologies like JavaScript for drag and drop, behavior and Ajax toolkits, controls with level guidelines. And in conclusion, the online shopping is designed to provide a web-based application that would make searching, viewing, and selection of a product easier, because everyone is online and everyone works from home. So like less people are going to work, to shops. So delivering is more convenient for people these days. The search engine provides an easy and convenient way to search for products. Yeah, because I'm scrolling down like if it's a shop and then you have to scroll down to everything, that would not be convenient. It would be irritating and people will just like log off or go somewhere else. The user can then view the complete specifications of each product. That makes it easier. So that would be very important. The pop-up with the product name, what it is, the amount. Like if it's a liquid, like it would be like the name. If it's in millimeters, liters, and yeah, specifications such as that. They can also view the product reviews if it works, if it's nice, if it tastes good, if it lasts, or if it's just nonsense, and also write their own reviews, which other people can view to see if the product is worth buying. And that is it.
All right. Thank you so much. That was a nice presentation. Thank you. I hope you have the Word document on that.
I do.
Perfect. So, all right. So I'll see that when you post, when you upload it also. Thank you, Lerato. Next up, can I have
Mr. TC, are we also
Yes.
supposed to upload this PowerPoint presentation or just the Word?
Yes, both.
Both, okay.
Yeah, that's part of like your additional content. Please upload both, and then but I'll put comments on the what you call this
Word.
on the technical report. Yeah, because I'm mostly interested in the technical report because technical report is worth marks.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll put comments on that one, and then the presentation is simple to help you understand the concepts that we learned in class. Because remember, there's concepts that we learned in class, and then those same concepts have to apply also to your presentation. So it is to help me understand, like, okay, you guys understand the same concepts of presentation and how your things are supposed to be. But the technical report is worth marks.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you. Asanda? Wow. I say Asanda and Asanda looks out. Okay. Okay, since Asanda decided to run away, and then I'm going to go with Shirley. Shirley? Shirley, did you disappear also? Okay, next up. Next up is going to be Samgel, Mr. Mkis. How are you, Samgel? I'm good, thank you, man. Do we have our presentation ready?
Yes, but I'm not done.
Okay, can I see what you have so far?
Can you see my screen, sir?
Yes, I can see your screen. Quiet, sir. We are here.
Yes, I'll start the summary.
Okay. Let's do
Environment
this.
is an
Do not.
important consideration factor during the job search. Most of sorry, sir.
I'm saying you don't have to read everything. You can give us a background of what you have, since you said that you are not done yet. So what is it? What the technical report that you're writing? What is it for? What is it intended to do? Yeah, you can just give us like and then you just
Okay, so
scroll through your document. Yeah.
sorry, sir.
Okay. Please go ahead. Okay. It seems like Samuel lost us for a second. Asanda, you're back. Otherwise, we're marking you absent, Asanda. You say something. If you don't, then I gave you a second chance. You did not say anything, so I'll mark you absent. Okay. Can I have Troy?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
How are you, Troy?
Just hold on. Just let me know if you can see my screen.
Okay.
I'm great, yourself, sir.
Well, I'm good. I'm good. Waiting on you, sir.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. Just let me know if you can see my screen.
Yeah, we can
Are
see
you able
it.
to see my screen?
Yeah, I
Okay,
can see it.
perfect.
So
Perfect.
just a second. So I'm seeing that it's a 21-page document. So you don't have to
Yes,
read
sir.
everything. You just go through the important details and
Yeah.
give us a background.
All right, sir. Well, my technical report is based on computer system and display. As you know, that is prepared by Moa, yours truly. So I'm from Extensive Academy as one of the companies that actually employs me. So in this nature, I would like to acknowledge you, Mr. Maposa, also Kola himself for playing a role, and also the Extensive Academy department. As you know, and as I mentioned, well, in my abstract summary right now, I'm going to explain the revolution of the computer system and display, in which was actually established in 1970 up until the 1980s. So in that year or in that era, there was no such thing as a display, but it was the computer which was actually reading the binaries, which are the numbers. Moving on, I have a table of content in which I'm going to actually elaborate the evolution of computer system and the components. As you mentioned that you don't want me to delve even deeper than, than the information that I have. And so I'm going to just highlight some of the key factors and points, which I have the methodology, the implementation, and also the conclusion as one of the aspect, and also the appendices and the reference and bibliography, I meant to say, sorry, pardon me there. So yes, my introduction, well, it's a point whereby I explain what is a computer, the acronym in which C stands for common, O stands for orientated, the machine, also the P particularly also used to trade and educate other people and to research even further, and consists of certain hardware and the components. And the reason why I was actually curious about my research is that I was wondering what makes a display to pop and also makes us to see things in visibility, and making sure that we as a end customer, or you and I as people who are in a technical space, what was the main objective. So as you know, that the computer desktop were actually established in 1970s to 1980s. So there was a thing in 2000, which it was particularly introduced rather, and the computer monitors changed from 4.3 ratios. I think you know about those aspects. If you look at some of the movies, they are in 4.3. Some of them, they are in a aspect of the ratio of 16.9, in which right now we are on a 16.9 kind of thing. So I'm going to explain even further, but I don't want to bore you with a lot of nitty-gritties and so forth. But yeah, the evolution of the computer, well, the history, I already explained it to you that it was actually established in 1970s to 1980s, but the display came about in the era of 1989 and also the 2000, which the display was actually introduced. The first person to come about with the display machines, it was Charles Babbage, in which his computer system, it was totally different from the other ones. As you know, the components of the computer system and also the aspect of computer system, if you can see or zoom clearly there, it shows the monitor, the disk drive, the floppy disk, in which I'm taking you from the evolution of the computer, how it came about, and also the printer. If you don't know the floppy disk, well, yeah, it's one of the aspects that we were using before the USB, before your CDs and so forth. So as highlighted on my presentation, that the common hardware components, what I'm actually focusing on, it's a monitor. Hence, you see the last point that I'm pointing out there, it's the monitor in red to showcase what does the monitor plays a role in the computer aspect of things and the components. So as you know that the display screen, it consists of certain components, and also it was conceptualized to an overview that everyone should look at it in a different broader aspect, and making us to understand that we as the 21st generation was vital for us to merely to connect to each other. And also this meeting, it wouldn't be so pivotal to us to be arranged and also playing a role in our DNA without the monitor. So hence, I'm actually researched about the monitor and the computer system in a broader aspect. So moving on, well, I'm explaining the cathode ray tube, in which is the one that is playing a major role into the monitors, and it stands for cathode ray tube, in which is a CRT in acronym, in which it's a vacuum that is containing more electronic guns, which is emanate and electrical beams. I don't wanna delve even deeper than that, because as I said, and as you mentioned, say, I'm giving you a summary of everything that is here. If you can look at my exhibit 1.1, as I mentioned, that the CRT stands for cathode tube. Let me start off by showing you. Can you see where I'm pointing right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
The heater.
The heater. Yes. The heat. Yes. Yes, sir. So in order for the display to display whatever right now that I'm showcasing you, is actually the heater at the back of our laptop that is actually pumping the information to flow through the fluent of the screen, which is this part. So you have to understand the very imperative aspect and the components that actually played a role into making sure that the display is actually playing, it's like each and every component, it's playing its role by making sure that the computer is displaying whatever information that you're trying to decode to us or to another people, to other people. As I've mentioned, right now I'm presenting. For me to make sure that this whole thing is possible is because of the heater and the cathode and the electric beams and focusing coil. They're the ones that make sure that the fluorescent screen is displaying what I'm trying to show you. Moving on, these were, as I've mentioned, that I'm taking you back to the 1980s to the 1970s. As you can see on Exhibit 2.1, I'm showing you the computers that were actually innovated in that era. And based on what you just mentioned, I remember you said something while we were doing the GDK aspect of things. You said we shouldn't do the calculators, and I asked myself, why are you saying that? Because you said that calculators are so simple. So I had to delve deeper into that as well. So by looking at the aspect of that, say, I actually find out that the display function actually started with the compute with the calculators, in which it shows you only numbers, not too much of the things. If you can go to the POS system when you're doing the shopping, obviously you see such thing as what I'm circling right now as one of the points. The key points here have the advantages and disadvantages of having a computer screen and so forth. Also, my methodology to going about the computer screen and also the display and also the systems was to show you that the data analysis and computer program are sequenced in a transactional and also programming language, that it has to execute different aspects of things and also include intangible components. And this program, to make sure that it's readable and also the source code actually integrates the whole information for us to be able to see. Actually, as you can see, figure 2, it shows us how the introduction of the program came about, and also the disk space for making sure that all the information that is stored there, it's actually transported to the RAM. As you know, that the RAM, it's the speed of the computer, obviously, in which it doesn't store anything, but it's just to make sure that it's actually affecting and equipping the computer to run more faster. And then from there, it transport the information and integrate it into the main component of the fluorescent beam that I showed you on the previous exhibit there, and then it transported to the CPU. Then the CPU actually receives the information and it transgress it to another stage. As I move on to the methodology as well, you need to understand that certain inputs and the average of everything that has been entered into your computer that you write about, and you make sure that it's actually working. You need to make sure that the source code is actually sequenced and also declared before any other variables are also executed. So yeah, I think that is a basic 101 software dev kind of thing. Say, when we go in that aspect of what you call coding. So yeah, the implementation, obviously, I made sure that what are the most frequent asked questions and the likes. So you will see it on the reports there. So as I move on to the key benefactors of the stakeholders of people who are going actually to consume the computer and the screen and the likes, well, it's always there. And then people who are more accessible to computers, and who are the people who are consuming a lot of information and a lot of the screen time on the computers, which are the gamers, which is us, people who are developing, who are the developers rather, and the likes there. So the forecasting period of things, it's based on 2021 and 2031, in which now the report pages is about 195. So as you mentioned, sir, I don't want to delve deeper into what I'm actually having here. I'm trying to show you that everything it's in nature, and my report it has been fully prepared, and you know, I just wanted to highlight the fact that certain aspect of the screen and the display actually plays a true nature into our problem solving right now, in which we are connecting from different spheres of location it's all because of the computer display and also the computer system that we're actually rendering right now, and we're using it as our main objective, and what is the outcome that we're trying to purport into making sure that everything that we're doing is based on technology, and whatever we're building right now, it also help us to be more effective and efficient to the what you call the G generation of computer and technology set. So yeah, as you see the figure 5, it also shows you all of the display from 1 up until 6, which are the LCDs, your liquid ray, in which the TFT arrays and the spaces and the laminated polarized sheets, how it's used. The simplification of explaining this one is particularly easy. As you can, as you know, that each and every TV, it consists of it's either when you go to buy a TV, it consists of the LCDs, it consists of your 3Ds, it consists of your HDs and the likes. And right now they develop the quad. Right now we are in an era of quad as we move on in this DNA. So yeah, in conclusion, I would like to say the software development and security has a very vital play in our lives, and it will also help us to make sure that everything that we actually doing right now, it is mobilized and we use it very effectively to operate and mobile apps and computer software. So the digital world is actually moving to another generation as who's this guy? Elon Musk developed some certain robots right now, which are actually going to be deployed in the year 2025. So yeah, we are significantly in some new era in this world right now. So yeah, the future is ours to control it and making sure that we execute something that is not going to be future threatening to our kids and to other people as well. So the result of everything, it all comes down to making sure that we're using the computer in a rightful manner and in the rightful size and not, overdoing it. So as you can see on the appendices, figure 6, it shows there that the small unit were bought in the year 2021 up until right now, when we're moving and we're focusing on buying the computers, in which is going to be larger than ever before. In which, moving on into figure 7, in which there I'm showing you the figure of the monitor market that we're going to use in terms of the LCD and the LED monitors and the CRTs and others. As I told you, that right now we're moving into the era of quad. We're no longer using your LCDs, your HDMIs. We are moving in a generation of quad. So yes, right now we are in that era, sir. So yeah, as point of reference, well, I've actually highlighted, and yeah, as a bibliography, and yeah, I just wanna thank you for your time. As I said, we're in a technology space, so yeah, that's about it.
All right. Thank you, Troy. I think I just found someone who's gonna write my thesis.
Please, don't.
So I'm coming to you for my thesis. When I'm writing my thesis. All right. Thank you so much
Thank you very much, sir.
for the presentation.
Okay.
I'll see it when you upload also.
All right, sir.
See it when you upload. Now, then there's a few people that are left here. I'm afraid to say Michelle, because I feel like if Michelle comes and says things here, I'm gonna go tomorrow. Seems like we're gonna go tomorrow. And Troy, you actually got an upload in the comment section there. So
okay, I'll check it out. Thank you, sir.
So let me go with Sibongile.
Afternoon, sir. How are you?
I'm good, Sibongile. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Okay, let me just try and share my screen. Can you see my screen, sir?
Yes, I can see your screen, Spongile.
Okay. Okay, this is my table of contents. And then the title of the report is we're looking at different aspects involved in mechanical engineering during training of PL1 student. The executive summary. This report will outline different elements that were covered during training. The main purpose of the training to a mechanical engineering student is to give practical exposure of the field of the study so that the student may be practically competent. The process. The training is guided by the institution's logbook and the MESITA. This report will give concise information on different aspects involved in mechanical field. Aspects will include safety measures, fitting, basic welding, interpretation of technical drawing, material selection, and electrical systems. My introduction goes by mechanical engineering is the application of the principles and problem-solving techniques of engineering from the design to manufacturing to the marketplace for any object. Virtually every product or service in modern life has probably been touched in some way by a mechanic to help humankind. A mechanical engineering has to work on the design and control of a system, and the mechanics has to outline his or her safety, material that will be used, fitting, and other aspects. Aspects that were considered during training. Safety is everyone's responsibility. When entering the plant and pump stations, make sure that you wear correct PPE and report to the plant office. PPE must be worn as prescribed by management. In case of emergencies, one should use first aid. And then the material that were used, I just mentioned a few, but on my Word document, I mentioned all of them, sir. I mentioned the hacksaw is a fine tooth and hand saw with a blade held under tension in frame for cutting materials such as materials or plastic. Crane punch has a sharp point ground to an angle between 30 and 60 degrees Celsius, normally used after laying out lines in the workplace. Flat chisel is made for general work. Interpretation of technical drawings. During training process, the student was taken through a drawing course. The importance of tolerance given on a drawing and different machining such as symbols that indicate surface characteristics, sampling, length, machining, allowance. Findings and analysis. Engineering analysis is decompositional. It proceeds by separating the engineering design into the mechanisms of operations or failure, analyzing or estimating each component of the operation or failure mechanisms in isolation and recombinant the components according to basic principles and natural laws. Recommendations will include living in a digital age. Practical training is important and should focus more on the use of technology to enhance in engineering field. The time given to a student for training should be extended because there is so much to learn. The training facilitator should give an indication when the student is not doing the right thing, and the center should have more training equipment to accommodate more students. And then the conclusion, industrial training helps students to enhance their practical skills, which are very important in the industrial sector. They learn how to use various tools and machines, how to troubleshoot various problems, and how to use computer-aided design programs for design analysis. Thank you, sir. I'm done.
Thank you so much. Your presentation is nice. And I hope there is the Word document. And
yes,
then, I need
is.
to see that also. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. That was nice.
Okay, thanks.
Bongile. There you go. And then Okay, for today, I'll stop here with Nomfundo. And then for today, we'll stop with Nomfundo. Nomfundo? Nomfundo, do you exist or you're experiencing network problems? Okay, since Nomfundo is not saying anything, since Nomfundo is not saying anything, okay, so for today, I think we'll stop here, and then tomorrow, and then the few people that are left are going to do their presentations, like people like Michelle, Sfiso, Lundani, Lapange, and Zepo. And then the others that didn't say anything, and then we'll deal with them. But I am going to send in a few names of people that when we ask people, when we ask, they didn't say anything, because I think it's high time now we need to be we need to be open with each other here, so that you guys can also take your work seriously. So I'm seeing a few hands. Let me see. I'll start with whose first hand was there? Okay, Shelley, and then Asanda.
Good afternoon, sir. Apologies, I got distracted. I just heard that you called my name. I was ready, but may I please present tomorrow?
Okay. Okay. So, okay, Shelley. Nomfundo. Okay, before Nomfundo, I saw a hand from Asanda. Okay, Asanda disappeared again. Mangaliso, and then Nomfundo.
Afternoon, sir.
Hi, Mangaliso, how are you?
I'm well, thanks, sir. Okay, as for me, sir, I don't know if it was when I was kicked out, but I was busy coming on and off because of my network.
Your name is not here in my list because I think you're going on and off. Because if your name is not on my list, then which means you're not in my like because what I'm looking at all the people that are online right now, and then I wrote the names down.
Oh, okay.
And then I was just for my names, and your name is not here, which means like you keep on going on and off. So I'll just list your name down here. Mangaliso. Okay.
All right, sir.
And then yeah. And then Nomfundo.
Hi, Mr. TC. I could not
I know.
unmute when you were calling my name. My presentation is here, but I'm dealing with network. I don't know if you've noticed that I keep coming back and, being kicked out. My presentation is here. I can do the presentation tomorrow morning. Not morning, like first thing when the class starts. It's here, so I don't know if I should start with the presentation or you are ending the class, because I think I heard you saying you're ending the class.
Yeah. Now I'm just taking questions, and then so that we can just finish up on a few details. Because remember, tomorrow you have to submit your summative, and I need to know who is experiencing problems with what and how.
Can I
then,
include now the report?
Come again?
Can I email the report to you, the presentation to you, so that you can review it, and I will still present it tomorrow because I'm done with it.
Yeah, you can upload it on the thingy, on the portal under additional. Yeah, under additional.
Okay, not a problem, sir. I'll do that.
Okay, and then but yet tomorrow you're still going to have to do the presentation.
Yes, sir.
And then seeing also who's this Sangha. Sangha, with you also, I was experiencing the same issue you and Mangaliso, see, like, as I said, that I was noting down names of people, and your names, if I didn't note it down, I'm actually putting a star on it because I wasn't seeing you. So which means either you're going in and out or you're not present from the beginning. So I'm listing your name down. Sanga, can you see?
Mr. TC,
Yes,
how are you, sir?
I'm good, Michelle. How are you?
I'm fine. So, sir, you're saying we're presenting tomorrow?
Yeah, you present tomorrow.
Okay. No problem, sure.
Okay. So Sanga, okay, since you're present from the beginning, again, I didn't call your name, so it's okay. And then you are going to anyway, your register also will show like who's been in from the beginning and what, because we're going to extract also that register from Teams. Yes.
Mr. TC?
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Hello. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Who am I talking to?
Asanda.
Asanda, hi.
Yes, sir. My PC, no, when I'm trying to mute Nandiaguva Mara when I'm diva. So even now I'm using my phone.
Is it?
Can I present tomorrow?
Okay, I'll just put a star on your name. Yeah. Okay. And guys, listen up. Next time, I don't need to have to go through the aspect of telling you guys that if you do not participate, then I'm going to make you absent. And I believe that all of us here, they do not need an edge or do not need to be pushed for you to do anything. So if ever you are called upon to do your work, please do your work. Like we do not have to like threaten each other and like to go through a lot of administration issues so that we can get you guys to participate. Like when we need you to participate, you need to participate. Because now, as we always say, how would you cope in a work environment if you cannot cope during class? See, so please, tomorrow, everyone else who didn't present, and then we are just going to finish up with you because we need to start on a new module tomorrow. Tomorrow we're starting on a new module, e-commerce. So that's where we're starting up. I'm seeing a hand from Spongile. Spongile, hi.
Hi, sir. Can I ask you something? You said that we should put this presentation under the additional work, right?
Yes.
Okay. I thought we had 3 attempts, and I think I've used all my attempts.
No, that's three attempts are for the what you call are for because Mr. Sponello did something like he added another.
Oh, okay.
Another place where you
can
submit additional documents. Yeah. So there's a
Oh.
place where you can say, yeah, there we go. There's a place if you scroll down, there's a place where it says course, where it says additional work submissions. So go that places additional work submissions. Do not go here where it says formative assessments or assessments. But other formative assessments, summative assessments, don't go there. But if you scroll down, just under logbook submissions, there's something that says additional work submissions. This is where you're gonna find your additional submissions where you can post your like all these extra work that you guys do.
Oh,
Like your
okay.
presentations, your technical reports, I need to see them there.
Oh, okay. So thank you so much.
You found it, right? Okay, so I believe that we do not have any more questions. Edgar is also asking if he can do a presentation tomorrow. Okay. Already you have a star on your name, Edgar, so it's okay. So we're going to address you guys that need to do your work, and then that need to do that presentation. That's what we see. Because we like the whole point of this exercise to encourage class participation. We need to see you guys participating. We need to see you guys doing things, because this is where it starts. Because even when you to tell you the truth, like at the end of this program, you're going to have to create an app or a website or a web app. So whatever that you're going to create at the end, you're going to have to write documentation, which is a technical report. And then in that documentation, and after doing that, and also you have to present your that particular app. You have to present, tell us what it does, how it does, what it does, and the linkings and everything else. You see that? So this is basically a learning curve to show that at the end, when your project is done, this is how, because it's not just enough to make an app. When you make an app, you're supposed to have a document that tells people how your app operates, because it's not just enough just to make it. So what if you meet someone like me who has never used your app before? Then like you need to explain to me how that app works, isn't it? Hence you need that thing called a manual. So you need to create those things, and this is how you learn. So the first module was basically based on that, is to teach you guys how to create those additional documents, so that whenever you are done with your project, and then you need to write those documents, and then you present your app to whomever that you're presenting to. Okay, so do you have any further questions? All right, if we do not have any further questions, Miss A, did you have anything to say?
Maybe I'm still muted. Okay, let me try again. There we go. Hi, sorry,
we can
I was
hear you now.
double muted. Okay, thank you very much. I think that I really enjoyed following on with the presentations, and I'm also noting that some will continue tomorrow. I think also I've noted a big variance in the level and standard of work. And I think it's very important that you do some of the basics, like making sure your spell checking is done. If you can spell technical correctly in one place in your report, you should spell it correctly everywhere. So for some of the delegates, definitely well done. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the other delegates that I've been working with. One other delegate I'd just like to single out, Troy, and also Pascalina. You did a lovely job, a little bit out of breath, but I really appreciated it. Colleagues, it's important that you bring your best, and that you are also ready to submit when you need to submit. As you're working continually along the same theme, if class is not running on that day, you need to be working and always be ready, ready to deliver what has been requested of you. But I found some of the presentations really very enjoyable, and thank you to those who've actually done the effort. Thank you so much. And my last question is, have you been given a date on when formative and summative 1 is due? So we can then use that as the first big checkpoint to gauge. But thank you, Mr. TC, for letting me listen in, and congratulations. I can definitely see work going on, progress, and that makes my heart very warm. Thank you.
On your to answer you, Miss A, the formative was due on Friday, and then the summative is due tomorrow, Wednesday. So the summative, we're just waiting for these technical reports. That was the only thing that was left.
All right, great. Great. So that we'll have the marking going on, and we can also advise the assessor that summative 1 is finished. And so now we are moving on to the next module.
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. I think that's great, as the project has now been running for a whole month. Thank you for the feedback. Colleagues, do stay focused, and I'll be joining in the sessions most of the afternoons, just to be all sure we're on the right track. So thank you, colleagues. Keep up the good participation. We don't want members behind muted mics at all. You've got to be there and participating in the session. And Mr. TC, thank you very much. Great session today. I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, colleagues, for the presentations today. For the good work that is being done by everyone. And then tomorrow, we're just going to finish up with the rest of the guys that are left out so that we see where they need to be corrected and how they need to be helped. And then for anyone else that's having issues and everything, you know how to contact, and then so that we can work on whatever that is left. So on that note, have a good day, colleagues, and we'll meet tomorrow in the afternoon. So please remember, we need to finish up that summative, because I'm pretty sure maybe it's 1 or 2 things that are left. But I'll just finish summative. And again, I will see you. All right, so